Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go live a bit. And I should be good to go. Alright. How you doing, Dream?
Perfectly normal.
Wow, that sounded a little suspicious, but you know what? I'm gonna forego it. That's great, buddy.
Yeah,
Glad to hear.
I'm doing good today on a day where I am not over 30. I'm not over 30. I'm not 30 years old.
Yeah, you're younger than me, and I'm not 30 yet, so... Okay.
See? Even corroborated by big streamer Lance Corporal Liru. I am not 30.
Are you okay?
I put out a like a picture. I got a haircut recently. I put out a picture and I was like, do I still look 30? And I got called 40 and then 50. And I'm like, wow, damn. They've really just thrown it.
Are you really self-conscious about your haircut? Is it that bad?
No, it's a fine haircut. It's just that I'm not actually self-conscious. It's more of a big joke, but I've had it for the last, like, 6 years of my life where everyone thinks I am 25 or older. And then when I tell them I'm actually, like, well, I'm 23 now, so I'm not far off 25. When I told them, I was like, oh, no, I'm 20. People would be like, you're just lying to me. I'd be like, I'm not lying to you.
Are you okay, buddy?
And then I've had to pull out my ID on multiple occasions to prove to people that I am, in fact, not 30.
Well, I mean, I've seen a few pictures of you. You definitely have some city mileage on you, but that's okay.
From that picture I put in your Discord, I look completely different now. You haven't seen me.
I mean, I've seen a picture of you and Molly, and I thought I'd have to call the cops, but...
Cut out.
That's okay.
Okay. I'm sure you said something very, very kind.
Of course I did. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know why you wouldn't. You're a very kind of individual, lens to what happened in the pre-stream where we...
Alright, Angel says you look like a young 48-year-old.
And Angel, you're Australian, so, like, you can't say anything.
Anyway, this will be round 1 for Friday Night Fights. Looks like it's going to be an Op4 Paradrop onto Blue 4 positions here. We have 2 terminal sites and an inactive sector. So it looks like the terminals have to be done first, and then the sector gets activated.
Yeah, this is called, I think, now I'm not going to make any things, but I think Banks may have called this operation is called Operation Lioness, and I think he's called that because of England's recent victory against Italy in the World Cup Women's.
I see.
So well done to our Lionesses. I'm sure everyone here does not care about that, but I cared.
Hey, more power to you. Alright, otherwise, plan for streaming today will be this, then maybe some 40k on the ground, the Sisters Battle Unit, the 5th, and then definitely some Daisy. I've been busy at work the past few days getting a lot of mission files done. You know, we don't really have a good Florida Everglades map, Dream.
Yeah, I know, you were looking for that, and I was like, why the fuck would you want to go to Florida? Oh, I know why you want to go to Florida. I know why you want to go to Florida.
So, the best one I found that was semi-Everglade-ish was originally, I think, Twin Lakes, but that one was a bit too small for what I wanted. So instead, I'm probably going to use GOS Gun Kisley, because the middle part has some really nice, like, you know, watery, Everglade-like area. It just lacks, you know, deep rivers and trees, but that's also good, because the alligators I'm using, when you put them in water, it breaks their target pathing. So that's going to be like the best environment for me to utilize.
Well, I guess you could just say you're making it more like home.
Right. So for legal reasons and for the fact that Bloodwind would get mad at me, I am unfortunately not working on Alligator Alcatraz, Dream.
No, you are not. Why would you ever do that?
I'm working on Gator Guantanamo.
Gator Guantanamo, and it's definitely in Guantanamo. He was saying Florida Everglades is a completely separate side
Guantanamo, Florida.
Okay. I'm trying to save you here.
It's totally a place.
Yeah. There is a Guantanamo.
No, but there is no Alligator Alcatraz in the works, okay? It's just Gator Guantanamo.
Yeah. Yeah, which isn't located in Florida.
Look.
One would...
If you don't know what Guantanamo Bay or water surfing or waterboarding is,
I know what waterboarding
Saying you're
and
going
Guantanamo.
waterboarding at Guantanamo Bay actually sounds kind of cool.
Does it?
Yeah, if you don't know what either of those things are.
I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people must know what Guantanamo Bay is.
It's obviously a resort location, right? So you can go
Yeah.
waterboarding there? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't really want to go there though, personally.
I'm sorry, Dream, but you have to.
Oh, okay. How long's my stay?
I don't know. Chat, how long should a stay be at Guantanamo Bay?
Don't put me in the poop cell.
It's just a big resort for the wealthy. Yeah, awesome. Yep,
I'm
definitely.
wealthy? Hey guys, I'm wealthy now.
Nah, Dream, unfortunately, you're not actually part of the wealthy. You're just gonna be part of the reason a bunch of famous people get on a list. That never sees the light of day, apparently.
God damn it, not again.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, Guantanamo does sound a lot like guacamole, so, you know, it could be Guacamole Bay. Who knows, Dream?
I love Taco Bell. I've never been to Taco Bell.
Then how can you love it?
Because I love it.
Oh, I could push
Love
the
me a
envelope
good
and make a
old
few
taco.
religious jokes, but I'm just gonna walk it back.
Love me a good old taco.
Working with Pog right now for their next mission. Already have them talking about the next AO and whatnot, so I'm ahead of the curve there. The infection-free zone mission file is ready, but I want to release some more documentation on upgrades and whatnot. I'm getting ahead on editing again because it's been a few weeks. I'm like everything I've had to deal with since coming back from vacation a few weeks ago is finally taken care of. Pending no more random BS that'll just magically happen, I should be finally good to go again.
Guys, I have some random BS to bring.
Oh boy, Dream, what are you gonna do
No.
this time? Are you gonna randomly crash out on me too? Is it because you're a Tory?
Yeah. No. I'm gonna crash out on you because I want my ASP1 in Congo.
Then buy it. Oh, where will you be when T-Far strikes? Give me 1 second.
He got scrumptioned. Hello. What will you do when T-Far strikes?
I got T-Far. That's exactly immediately when I saw me move in TeamSpeak. I'm like, ah, yeah, where will you be when T-Far strikes?
Okay, no, there is actually a serious question.
Yeah.
Multiple serious questions. Okay, first off, go watch Liru's video about my anti-Stasi recently. It was very funny and shows the great things happening.
I did cut that up, put it on the main channel the other day, and then I put the VOD up today. I didn't realize I was ahead on VODs. I just needed to edit and stuff.
And
so,
the second question is, am I running that again Monday? Because I don't know how far Charlotte is with that.
No, Charlotte is still working on solutions. It's probably going to take her a month to get the next thing rolling. If you want to run it, cool. Because if you weren't, I was going to see if I could get Alligator Alcatraz. I mean, Guantanamo, Gator Guantanamo out. But
Guys,
if you're going to run Slav Wars again, then by all means, totally up to you.
Slav Wars, not Slav Wars, Slav Wars.
Nah.
No, it's not Slur Wars.
Slow Wars. Hey, the rate we were moving before we got bogged down, for all I know, it was kind of slow, but regardless.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you want to... By the way, if anyone thinks Liru's trying to run the AA up, then you're going to find yourself with 2 minutes cut off your local security cameras.
What?
Come on, you have to get that joke. Come on.
I mean, no, I get the components of it, but what does AA have to do with it?
You know, I don't want to say
when I hear AA, I hear Alcoholics Anonymous.
Oh, maybe we're doing an Alcoholics Anonymous up.
I see. Dream, you're not going to beat the allegations at this rate. Anyway, let's actually talk about FNF. So, Blue 4 is defending 2 terminal sites and then a sector. The sector is currently locked till the 2 terminal sites get taken. Op 4 is trying to take all 3 objectives. And then in your standard FNF rules, if you wipe your opponent's side completely, you just automatically win. Mission details, we have a kilometer of render distance, 100 fortified points for the defenders. Fortified color is going to be green, and it's a 65-minute round. Now, safe start is only 10 minutes instead of 15. Otherwise... Celestine. Oh, that's gonna stick. I'm making that stick. That's amazing. All right, notes for this. Safe start's 10 minutes, as I said. The sector objective cannot be captured until both terminals have been taken. Mission features an auto paradrop mechanic. To use this, simply choose one of the 3 op 4 signs at safe start to basically pick a drop zone, and then you'll, you know, fall to the ground. Your backpack will be put into the ether until you come back later. Chute will automatically open at 150 meters. Cool. And then as contingency, just take all your items out of your backpack. Fair. Background, Russian VDV paratroopers, aka Op 4, attacking NATO-controlled outposts in Scandinavia. Garrison and repurposed football stadium, and Italian infantry stand in their way. So it's Italians versus
the British.
Russians. Anyway, Italian army, so we got ACRs, we got 203 systems for some of them for the team leaders. Marksman rifle is going to be the Mark 211, Mini-Me for the auto rifleman, AT4s for the light anti-tank, and then MG3s for the medium machine gunners. Op 4 going to be your Russian VDV kits, so AK-74s with GP-25s for their grenadier systems, SVDs for their marksmen, RPKs for their light machine gunners, RPG-7s with usually 2 rounds for their light anti-tank, and then PKPs for their medium machine guns. Looking at the sides, we have no one commanding Blue Fort, just a bunch of squads working together. Interesting. So, Pingus leading Alpha with Guliat, Leziak, Dewadox, Posny, Barstos, Yolodor, Grazanka, and Owo. We also have Azuki Rose leading Bravo with Orthy, Coco, John, and Waldo, Bursty, Fonz, and Pupper, and Charlie, and Delta being led by NASA with Zixmi, Kerrigan, Rizvo, Cheeseburger, Masano, Horno, Lolo, Kremitz, Grav, Kuboid, and Depso. We're going to be leading, being led by Nemesis with Holtz as the 2IC, Iander as the platoon medic, and Ash as a 3IC. Interesting. Wayne going to be leading Alpha with Wise, Cullis, Nekomata, Jesse, and Malin. Bates leading Bravo with Riley, Gates, Harrington, Emil, Buckner, France, and Bay. Tomer is not leading Charlie, it's Batty, because he has a slash in his name there. He is leading Charlie with Tomer, Benign, and Argos. Prana leading Echo with Kazag, H2, Shash, Banks, Ash, Tackleberry, and Kabooey Face, and then Rambo Bambo, Rocky 19, leading Foxtrot with Chukowski, Pilgrims the 2IC, and Swola as a machine gunner. Neat. We can tell Pilgrims the 2IC because 2ICs get the Grenadier weapon, and then the squad leaders. Okay, never mind. I guess they changed that. Looks like squad leaders get the Grenadier rifle now.
No, I think Pilgrim's just... wait, yeah, why did Pilgrim have the...
No, I'm checking every team lead now. Every team lead has the Grenadier weapon, because it used to be the squad leader didn't, and then the 2IC for the squad did. But it looks like they're just giving them all leadership now.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, SL Epstein, I need you to be around when we run Guantanamo Gatorland, you know? I feel like you'd be a perfect fit. Don, I saw. Thank you so much.
Try hard to escape the dream moniker and just to be replaced by something so much worse.
So for that mission, I'm going to be creating, you know, a similar facility. I'm not going to make things one-to-one. I debated making a moat with Deformer, but based off of what I read about the Gators pathfinding, it's going to need to be tested before I make anything serious. Because we're going to do what we normally do with animals. We take the Ravage mod, and we reskin the zombies with the fun stuff. Whoa. In this case, it's going to be the alligators.
I was meant to ask that.
Angel, probably prisoners.
Now I
Break
think
your
you
way
tried
out,
this
you know.
because it is the most obvious, and I said it in the Discord the other day. Doesn't Ravage have a mod, like have a loot spawner?
I think it does. Usually you combine it with something like Van Diesen's Apocalypse, though, because that one's better.
Oh, but that is not. You can't use that for the infection-free zone.
So the infection-free zone is difficult because I would like to make it a scripted way. That would require me to make a massive drop table, which is fine. However, the issue is buildings. Most ARM mods that do dynamic looting are only compatible with a certain array of buildings. So Zagorsk is a newer map, so it has a lot of buildings that haven't been updated with those arrays. So not every building would be lootable.
Okay, but what if you ran the Ravage thing and then that cuts down the time you have to do to fill in the rest of the buildings?
Same issue. And then I wouldn't... You'd basically be combining 2 different looting systems that would equate to RNG plus some guaranteed item spawns, which would make it harder for me to balance the loot tables of the campaign if half of it was RNG and then the other half I had partial control of, total control of, but I wouldn't know how to balance what. So it's just kind of turned into I have total control of the looting system. It's gonna take me a few hours a week to set that up, but I can outsource that out to other people.
Yeah, you know what's really funny about this is for
Angel
one of the
had the
things
same
that I
issue.
was thinking making was it was going to end with this sort of same style that you're going for. You know, you start empty, you gain everything, but it would have been a one-off. And I was like, you know what? I could probably make the entirety of Chinaris lootable. And now that I've read everything that you've said, and you've been doing it with, you said you've been doing it with light scripting, I think.
No scripting. No
Oh,
scripting.
yeah, no
It's
scripting.
literally
You've
just
been
a bunch of
doing it
boxes. I'm gonna be honest. You could probably make the entirety of what? Are we talking 2035 Chinaris or?
I'm talking autumn Chinaris.
So those mods are fully compatible with
Ravage.
With Ravage. So I would just do it the Ravage way. Create a bunch of array tables and then copy paste them. I'd also use I would recommend Van Diesen's Apocalypse because that's probably the most up-to-date one out of every looting mod out there.
You know, it's crazy to me that no one has decided to. I mean, I know modders have like sort of withered out, and you have the big ones, or they've moved over to VOD or stuff like that. But I'm honestly surprised no one made a random loot spawner for modern armor.
They did. It's just buried in Arma 3 Exile and stuff.
Oh yeah, I was an Arma 3 Exile player once.
And I mean, it's also, there's a decent one in some Arma 3 Tarkov mods, but having it as an individual system is, again, they used to exist, but with the developments that have, continued to happen with Arma 3, new buildings, new maps, and all that stuff, it makes it more difficult when you have all those updated things and then no one's maintaining the updates. Similar to how, mods like ZEI, that auto-populate buildings for you. If no one's maintaining that, then the newer buildings simply just don't get populated. So a lot of the stopping points are from Livonia. So anything beyond Livonia, which was back in 2020, 2021?
God, Livonia. Livonia is a map that really just kind of fell off the face of the earth, I think. I think it's a really nice map. I think it was bigger for DayZ, because I think it was originally released for DayZ, wasn't it? Oh, here they go.
I can't remember, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, you're right, round has begun, and it's starting to auto-drop people. So it looks like it is just an array teleport, which is nice.
Yeah, they go. I mean, people must know that. God, will someone die? Is the question here. Will someone crash into a tree and die?
I thought I read that it would auto-open their chutes, but
It did. Some of them.
Someone died.
Yep, of course they did.
Argos smacked right into a tree.
Dead.
I watched it happen. Gates is also dead. We have a wounded.
Hey, they're obviously
that's
going to get
Buckner.
respawned. Buckner's down, not dead. Wait, no.
So Gates, he's dead but still falling, which means someone opened his chute, or opened their chute next to him, and it killed him. That happened in OFCRA the other day too.
Something else happened in OFCRA the other day as well that I kept hearing about.
Which one? Like, there are multiple things in OFCRA that happened.
The bad one.
I had to delete my VOD because people were using gamer words. We had a tunnel that ended up having 21 bodies in it because people got breached and bottlenecked really hard. And the North Takistan tunnel structures are funky with grenades, and people didn't know that, and it made some really funky things happen.
I just sent you Gord. Someone tried to join with that mod earlier.
Oh, this should be good.
Let's give him a warm welcome,
What?
shall we?
So I assume this would be an error message then? Hold on, I'm opening Discord on my phone to look.
Yeah, they got an error message and weren't able to get in.
There we go. Okay, it took a second to load. Hitler.pbo. It kicked him because that wasn't an accepted key on the server for Hitler.pbo. God damn.
I saw this, sent it to the guy and said Woke has killed FNF.
God damn. The wall's eating people. Yeah, so I remember back in the day we made a few ops with those tunnel structures. I made some stuff for Karma Cut and Cog. I made some stuff for my own community. They're really good, but you have to test them. And then you have to usually like underlay some of the tunnels in certain areas or some of the walls. And then you just have to tell your players, hey, don't use grenades in these certain areas. Huh?
Was it the pipe tunnel?
No, it was the underground bunker stuff.
Okay. Oh, yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. I remember I was watching the World War I one, and they had that pipe that they found that was just a random one that led in. I was like, damn, if only they had found that. Anyway, Blue 4 pushed out a unit to the east, and yeah, mainly just 2 units to the east. They're not going to catch, they might catch command, but they might not catch the northern and southern force.
Command in the middle to do recon, a northern group just to scout to see if they can prod in, but the main force to the south, but they're already separated in 2 areas. That makes me a bit worried that Op 4 is going to do waved attacks. However, with Blue 4 spacing their units out and a lot of them concentrated north, I think Op 4 is going to be able to get their foot in the door and take the southern terminal site, but whether or not they're able to expand and get to the northern one before Blue 4 pushes back is anyone's guess, in all honesty.
I think the best case scenario for Red 4 here is that their southern attack makes the starting attack really hard, convincing Blue 4 that, and they push everyone from the north down to the south. Thus, the northern Op 4 force have less of a garrison to fight, and they just get squeezed and squeezed. But it's up to those eastern squads to see how quickly they reform into a actual battle line.
Yeah, pretty even spread there, Angel. Thank you.
Areas.
I kind of agree, but at the rate we're seeing Op 4 move on the riverbed and the Blue 4 group within a few hundred meters of them, about 200 meters and a little over 200 meters in closing. I don't think that's going to be a case.
I'm surprised the Northern Force didn't go more north and are now traveling down the streamline. I imagine they want to make sure they're attacking somewhat at the same time, I guess, instead of doing that.
Because there's not really any cover. The riverbed's the only bit of cover to actually move in.
Well, that's why I said swing more north. No, you're right. Even the northern side is...
Yeah, no, it's...
Yeah. Well, they're going to run into this
not
group
a good
here.
spot. Yep. That's going to kick off the op. That's going to continue to allow Blue 4 to put a lot of pressure to the north, feeling confident that they're holding off the attack, which is going to keep the southern side weakened, which, again, the main Op 4 force is going to exploit here. I was worried Op 4 Alpha with Bravo were going to go ahead, but they're not. They're actually holding for Echo Op 4 to come in. So that's going to possibly allow for Op 4 to smash through the southern group, but you're right.
Pogroms and Rambo's got their guns on their backs. They're about to run straight into Lolo and Maceno. Is Pogrom going to see Lolo? No, he doesn't. They take a knee. None of them are looking in the right direction. They're all looking out.
So Kerrigan's job was to watch the riverbed, but Op 4 already got through.
Lolo heard them talking. Lolo hears them talking. Lolo just perfect nade. Oh no, he's got that. He's got that. He's got the machine gun.
They don't even have their guns. Oh wait, no. Rambo's getting his gun out. And now they're all firing at each other. Rambo's still alive but downed, and that Charlie forces just heard that entire group die. The 249 of the MG3 just cleaning them up. Masano doesn't check. Rambo does wake up, and he gets shot by Kerrigan overwatching across the river. Charlie's just had that entire force die. That was amazing. That was really well done by that Blue Force squad. Just cut them down. It wasn't a textbook execution, but I mean, it worked. It wasn't, difficult by any means necessary for Blue 4. They didn't have their guns on their back, and I don't think actually any of them except Rambo managed to get his gun out. Yeah, but Rambo didn't know that they were there. He was just pulling his gun out for the sake of pulling his gun out. They didn't even realize that they walked right into Blue 4's position, but hey, it be like that sometimes, I guess. Manalo and Maceno are going to push further northeast to see if there's anyone else. They're going to think there's more people coming. So they're going to scout out now, thinking this might be, the spearhead for Op 4's main attack. So now Op 4 are on a timer to move their forces south before Blue 4 realized that, that was essentially a decoy force. But you already see Blue 4 reacting by sending part of that southern group out. They're going to try to now encircle against a potential Op4 push to the north. This is further pulling Blue 4 elements away from the objectives. So Op4's perfect time to strike would be now. And we have Echo nearly in position for an L-shaped attack. So Op4 should be moving out at 2 minutes tops. And I think those 2 minutes are going to be enough time for Blue 4 to look over and at least start calling up and saying, hey, we can't find any more Op4 here. But by then, we should have contact on the southern side. But look at, like, if you look on the map view, you look at where all the Blue 4 markers are pointing, everyone's looking north. No one is looking south right now.
Yeah. And that, because that Red 4 force is now going to push around to the north, they're going to go further, probably, and hug the road, I'd say, is the best.
Pupper's shooting at some of the Blue 4 guys to the northeast at the moment, though. So a little bit of confusion there. But now if you look south, you see all of these Op4 forces moving in. So even though Op4 just lost 3 guys, this was a really, really great maneuver.
Yeah, Pupper is friendly firing. That's funny.
Again, the question is going to be, can Op4 get to the other terminal site and tap it before Blue 4 are able to push all their forces from north to south? I think not. I think Blue 4 still has a lot of forces here to immediately pull units back, and we already see Blue 4 elements after they pushed out to look for Op4's main force. They haven't found anything, so now they're all going to retreat.
Carrigan may have just spotted Charlie squad. Yeah, look, Carrigan sees him. Yeah, there you go. Charlie Red 4 can spot on the northern side as they're crossing, now being fired by the 2 MGs. I don't think they'll... I think they'll really be able to hit anything, except just cause them to keep their heads down and move away. Oh no, I say that. They did hit Argos, and Argos is looking in the wrong direction. I'm going to go BRB in 2 seconds.
So this might further pull Blue 4 north. We see that, yep, all those units that were pulling back are now facing that direction. A few more combing around Muramaki. And Op4 still moving on this assault command pushed south. I'm a little worried that Blue 4 might spot some of these Op4 guys maneuvering in. Do something crazy while he's gone. I don't know if there's anything I could do. Little worried with how slow Op4's push on the southern side is. We do have only 3 Op4 now in the zone on the northern side, so one of them did get taken out. Got Argos on his body. That was Batty. It's funny, I think Swola jumped on the wrong side because he's to the south right now instead of the north. I don't know why Op4 is dragging feet here. You got Echo hugging the map border on the far western side. And then you got Mike parachuting down. Random explosives just went off on John Miller's position. And Coco Joke died to those explosives. I don't know what that was about.
Oh, Carrigan's pushing Toma. What did I miss? What's happened?
Random Blue 4 casualty. Don't know to what specifically.
Oh, then they're gonna hit Toma.
Depso, Cuboid are sprinting up to where a random parachuter just came down.
Another one?
Yeah, on Mike, who's by command's position. So this is allowing Blue 4 some early access to get on the southern side.
Toma gets tapped there and finished off. What a shot. Yeah, this northern Charlie force is getting completely ripped to shreds.
Yep. But again, they're just trying to pull a lot of attention away. Plan would have been perfect, but Mike coming in late and parachuting down has tipped off some Blue 4 to this main Op4 assault, and now they're already getting into a position to potentially flank the southern side of this force.
Yeah, I take it the southern attack didn't go well. Yeah, damn.
So Blue 4 already separating out. We got some explosives going off. Patriot almost blows up. Bursty taking fire. Sorry, it was Bursty that almost blew up. Patriot thing came up and I misidentified that. Now we still have Echo Op4 hugging the border, so I think they're trying to get around to then get on top of the other terminal objective so they can just sandwich that position. You still have some Blue 4 coming around on the northern side. It is quite possible that Op4's main force here is meant to hit the terminal and then start moving into the sector, while the eastern force tries to hit the northern terminal, so Op4 can just play the objective here. And even though we have a Blue 4 force hot on the heels of where Mike landed, I think Op4 is still going to be able to get to that southern terminal site.
It's going to be another case of let's wrap around them, but you're wrapping around a moving force, and once again, you're being left behind.
Yep. But again, like they did it off of finding the paratrooper there, so I mean that was the best possible outcome out of every potential scenario. So if they can't make it to be effective, then
see the names of who that is, but it's Alpha, Papa fighting Cullis, Jesse.
Yep, grenade goes down.
Really nice nade. Easy.
Cullis is dead. That's gonna buy Pupper time to reload his machine gun.
These buildings here don't have destroy textures, so they can't even destroy them. Wait, or is this the one that does have a destroy texture?
Malin shooting through the window, trying to get Pupper through the texture.
That is a nade and a half. Oh, I thought that went closer to Malin. Damn, it's still a pretty good nade.
And Nekomata tries pre-firing the corner. Pupper gets a double kill. He's on 4.
He took out 3 people there.
Double tapping the guy that died to the grenade.
He took out Cullis, Neko, Wayne. No, no, he didn't. Oh, fuck, who did he?
He's killed 4 people, yeah. Everyone in that building. He killed 3. So he killed 1 guy,
Ian.
blew up a second guy with a machine gun, and then he just got a double kill with the machine gun.
Yeah, so he took out Cullis, then killed Ian, and then killed Neko and Jesse in quick succession. Jesus Christ, this one building has become Redfall's worst nightmare. Reloading before Wise.
Wise runs out of ammo, and Pupper gets his next kill. Wayne leaving the building now.
He's got an RPG.
Noob tube.
No way. Do it to him.
Misses Wayne!
No.
But then Wayne gets knocked out because Blue 4 jumped in. And then I think, did Pupper just double tap? He's on 5 kills?
Yeah.
So that was Zixme that got the kill then from the rear with the marksman rifle.
Oh, yeah.
Now you got some Blue 4 harassing the rear of Op4. Op4 only have about a single squad left. Blue 4 starting to regroup their northern force. They might pull that in. This could be GG. Mainly because Pupper pulled a lot of the forces on the right side to him. Now Op4 has a massive break in their line, and they might not even be able to get in. We just saw a grenade trade. NASA goes down. Bates gets knocked out. So the terminal now is up for grabs for Op4. But now it's, do they have enough infantry to still complete the objective? They might not at this point.
I think they're wanting to secure their lanes before it, but I just don't think they do. I think losing that many people on a single building has destroyed one side of the flank, which now makes it completely open to this rear side, and you've already seen Zixme get 1 kill because of it. And I think they're just going to move through here and start cleaning up.
Hey, Ghost Wolf, how you doing, broski?
As you see Kremet
Long
start
time
shooting
no
at
see.
France,
I hope everything's
Gio
okay
goes
with
over
you.
in front of France, probably does a little bit of trap damage, he rounds a tree.
I was trying to reach out to you on Discord for a while, man. Hope everything's good with you.
They're fighting on 2 sides.
I mean, from here, Op4 need to at least hit the terminal right now, but they're not. The Echo team is starting to come up. Fonz is trying to play rear guard. We have a lot of explosives going off. But look at all those Blue 4 elements now folding up to the northern terminal. At least they're not going to try to move south now. And it's giving Op4 a chance to clean up the rear force and then the slight garrison forces. But I want to see Pupper's reign continue here.
Well, that's the thing. If they move northwest, cross over the bridge, they have like really nice defensive
Nemesis shuts the door, looks away, and Pupper punishes him for it. And Pupper has 7 kills now in his building.
Wait, he's on 7 now?
He's on 7, yep.
We got another kill. Oh, Marlon's up.
Will Malin end his spree? He's trying to fire through the window there. Ah, that sounds great, Ghost Wolf. I hope everything's going okay with you, man. I'm so glad you're here. Pupper has the RPG out. He's looking for Malin.
Oh, God, oh, no.
Malin knows something up. He's laying low. He knows most of his squad is down. Opcore still haven't interacted with the terminal, but they got 2 guys on it. Maybe they were disarming a trap or something.
Yeah. Oh, after it goes down. Debso versus Bay here.
Yep, but Despo gets him as Bay's trying to hunt them down because he was alone. And looking around, you're just seeing more and more Opcore triangles disappear. Fawn's coming up to Emil and Gates. A satchel is thrown on the building. Emil quickly makes a run for it. Gates makes a run for it.
Emil didn't escape. Oh.
And Emil is killed. Fawn's hurt himself a little bit from the shock of that satchel.
Fonz is going to come back around for hunting though, no time to heal. Ooh, no, he didn't spot Gates.
Sounds good, Ghost.
But I think he knows
good.
there's someone else. Oh.
Yeah, he saw Gates through the bush. Starts blindly shooting.
Good chunk
Doesn't
around
manage to land the
there.
kill, but definitely got him wounded a bit. That's
Yeah,
a lot of
like-
blood.
He pops smoke on him, nade goes in, it
Oh,
bounced off the
perfect bounce on the bush. Gates goes prone right in front of it, not realizing.
Down he goes, that is Fonz on 2.
Opcore now trying to push Echo on the rear of the stadium on the western side, but now they're running into stiff resistance.
They've moved, yeah, so it's the sort of same thing. They lost one side of their flank, which meant Blue 4 could intercept it, and now Red 4 are panicking, not checking their corners, but also thinking everyone's around
Because
their corners.
again, that eastern flank of Op4 was then meant to directly assault the central sector as the left flank bypassed and went to the terminal. That way, after that one terminal was taken, they could then hit that northern terminal and then immediately have forces in the sector to take it right out from Blue 4's nose.
Yeah, I don't think...
Bait's taken out by Kremet on the rear. A great grenade throw on Holtz. He's dead.
I don't think it was communicated that the eastern flank fell.
Well, who would have communicated? They'd all be dead, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Kremet double tapping the other body. He's on 3.
RPG goes out short. No, it wasn't. That RPG killed someone. Incredible.
Popper's still holding that building, probably having the time of his life. I've never seen him execute a kill streak like that.
Ooh, Banks starts pushing up, tries to get to the low ground, manages to... He pushes up the opposite direction. Need to heal.
Tackleberry climbing up. Waldo's gonna hear those thick footsteps.
Goes out, it hits the tree.
Wow.
Oh my god, it was a smoke. Ooh. Ash catches Lolo. Lolo's running at Ash. Ash doesn't finish him off.
Ash just noticed he's trying to tap Lolo. There it is.
Yep. There we go. But Waldo. Oh, that's a really nice nade. Oh, it's not enough.
He lights him on fire!
Ash kills him.
Ash does kill him, but he's gonna get pain knocked in a second. I've never seen a thermite grenade actually burn somebody.
Oh, Azuki's gonna hit the screams.
Here comes Azuki. And there's the finishing shot. Damn. 4 op 4 remaining. We got Banks, Rana, France, and Malin.
They got destroyed. That eastern flank fall. You can literally put this down to Pupper and that entire just turning into
Melting that flank.
Yeah.
Between those 7 KIA and then the northern group taking, what was it? 7 guys, and they all got wiped without, I think, getting any KIA. It's just that's how it ended up playing out.
That's what I meant. It's like they had literally zero like plan for if the eastern flank fell. Redfall just kept moving and moving and moving.
Yep.
And
Banks gets knocked out by Kerrigan. Banks was trying to put grenades up there to get some kills, but it just wasn't enough. Brana still might be medicing over here. It's not checking behind him to spot Kerrigan. Kerrigan double taps Banks. Op 4 down to 3. RPG's going out. That might be Pupper shooting.
An RPG kills another person.
Is that Cuboid? No, that had to have been Pupper.
No,
Wait, no. Who had the RPG?
Cuboid. He's got an RPG, and there's
Gotcha.
one
Okay.
in the barrel.
Yep, I see it.
I think
everyone just died.
Oh.
Pupper got Malin, and Kerrigan got Hrana in the building.
So Pupper got 8. And
Pupper on 8.
Kerrigan also got a good chunk there. What did Kerrigan get?
Tactically, what Op4 did was solid. What screwed them was Pupper having the perfect defense, and then Mike dropping in late and tipping the central force on Blue 4 off where Op4 was coming from. So they were able to pretty much get around and then assault that Op4 force on the rear as they struggled to take the terminal site because Pupper basically went 8-0 this round. So
that's like the perfect position for a flanking force. The Blue 4 that was holding them off held them off so well that it was simple for for the rear force to come in and just start cleaning up because Red 4 had no idea what the plan was.
Yep.
Thus, they all get absolutely clapped. In what, 30?
That was a pretty good round.
That was like a 20-minute round. Oh, I can ask you here, but I was meaning to ask you, do you think there's anything that needs to be done to the anti-Stasi to make it more fun? Because I know you ran yours, and I don't know. Yours was fun, so...
No, it was pretty fun in my opinion. Hold on, I'm reading something.
Yep. Oh, good update, Mike. Come on.
Alright, hold on. Sorry, I have Adriano doing some research on rescripting crocodiles for me, and he just told me the first method that I was trying to see if would work would not work, so...
You say Adriano?
Yes.
Oh, cool. He knows that code?
Yeah.
I thought he just shot tanks good.
Yeah. Falcon, I'll pass that along. But yeah, I just asked him to see if he could do a little coding for me, but it looks like the Crocodile mod I sent him had its own way of calculating targets, so if we were to script them on top of each other, then they would conflict and try to eat each other, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, that sounds funny. I'm sure they won't try to eat me while I escape.
I hope they do. It'd be hilarious.
I did nothing wrong.
Alright. Anyway, let me go ahead and re-script the commands here.
It's even funnier because if I'm there, it means I got put into there because I'm British, and they counted me as a.
Alright, this is round 2.
I know this isn't alligator actress. Sorry.
Blue 4 is attacking 2 op 4 terminal sites. Blue 4 has an 8% numbers advantage. 2 Badger IFVs.
Time is running out. Gentlemen, it's a nuclear device. Time is running out.
2 SOCOM Humvees with M2 and M240s and transport, while Blue 4 has... Oh, wait, it would be Op 4. Wow. Op 4 has 2 BM2T Stalkers, which are the vanilla CSAT IFE, excuse me, and 3 static DSHKs. Interesting balance. We'll see how it plays out. Anyway, Razor, how you doing? I will let you know when we're ready for Day Z. I might be doing something in between the end of this stream and, you know, the normal time we do Day Z, so I'll keep you in the loop. I'm just waiting for someone else to reply to me to see if we're doing the other thing tonight, so... Cool. Alright, we have about 67 players on, you know, not, well, 66, because Mal's also in spec, so we'll just wait and see. Otherwise, how y'all doing tonight? Yeah, judging from what I've seen Falcon do in the past, I don't think him crediting anything as cringe has any merit, you know? Because Falcon himself can sometimes very much be cringe. You know... Now we're just waiting and seeing for the second round. As usual for FNF these days, I am only covering rounds 1 and 2, so I can then take a break and then, you know, prep for other things today. While this is all going on, the POG chat is working on what they're going to do for the next Project 11 mission. And I'm trying to think, what else do we have to do right now? Because the next Congo mission's done. POG is up to date. I'm just waiting for them to give me a list of resources. I do have to build a new AO, though, so I might stream that. We'll see. It's been a hot second since I've done Mission Dev, and I don't really mind if we stream Mission Dev for POG, because, I mean, they're just going to flip the corner and cap everything, so there isn't really much that can be metagamed. The next training mission's also ready to go. It's going to be a nighttime raid to destroy vehicles. Haha, you know, classic. Congo will not be tomorrow, unfortunately, because I'm going to be doing a road trip up to New York to grab a few things for my wedding. So there's not going to be any streaming tomorrow. Stillwater also canceled for this weekend, so we'll see him next weekend anyway. So right now the schedule is probably going to be Sunday. I might be able to do something. Might not, though. We're at least going to stream SOG stuff, though. Maybe some Mission Dev 2 on that day. We'll see. Monday is going to be the final training op of the arc before we move to the third arc.
Oh, do you want to know the changes I'm thinking for Antistasi?
And Antistasi. Yeah, sure. Tell me. Speaking of.
So the defensive attacks, so when you take a position and they send guys, are going to be harder. I thought you guys kind of bit through those. I was
They were a bit
thinking
tanky though.
they are. I think that's just a fucking Star Wars mod. I might lower the because okay, so you saw that
Do it, Falcon.
as I like to call them, the Biff tank those shots from that laser turret, right?
Right. Also,
So
Falcon
I think I
Adriano says
should maybe lower their crystal power to something less than Sith, which makes them incredibly overpowered.
I mean, you saw the clip of, I think it was Forge, right? Where he just walks next to Lolo's body and just starts getting mag dumped by a turret, firing at Mach FU, and just put like 200 lasers in him, and he's just like, nah, I'm fine.
Do you know what killed him?
What?
I killed him with a fucking orbital blast because he was annoying me. I've turned the friendly fire thing off, so if you see a friendly on their back line, you're free to shoot them. Then I was going to... We didn't have a loot team last time, really. But I was going to increase the loot gather space.
Fair.
I was basically just going to make things harder.
Wouldn't making it harder decrease the loot gather space then, instead of increasing?
Well, I have to be nice in some respects, don't I?
Ah, I see. I saw Don, thank you.
But yeah, unless do you want to be the Inquisitor?
Nah, I'm fine. I got a good kit. Anyway, I was going over the ops I was doing. So Monday is going to be last training op in the current arc, and then we have one more arc to do, so another 4 missions there. Then I guess your Star Wars stuff. Tuesday, I don't know if we're doing something. I don't think so. So that's going to be my off day to just kind of relax. Wednesday is going to be Congo, and Mac told me his next Pacific mission should be ready. If not that, then we'll run Infection Zone. If we don't run it on Wednesday, I'll run it on that Thursday then, to at least start bringing it up to speed, because I do want another test run done. Friday will be the same, and then Saturday I'll have free. We will do a Congo mission, followed by another 31st Steel Legion Zeusane thing, and then I heard that Stillwater is going to be having a super op, so I might immediately move from there, from the 31st into whatever Stillwater's doing, and end with them for 5 hours.
Oh god, not another one.
Am I a tad quiet? A little bit, yeah. No, I am a little quiet.
It's not pay for pain, is it?
But this is as loud as I can be at the moment. I don't know. I don't think so. Here, I'll try to turn my mic up a little bit, but
it didn't happen. It's just all delirium in my head.
Not much I can do.
Have you ever heard of cheese strings?
What, string cheese? Where it's like on a stick and
Okay.
you peel it with your teeth? Yeah. I love buying those and then breading them and turning them into mozzarella sticks.
Oh, okay, so we are talking about the same thing, except I use my hands to peel it.
No, you just like bite off the side and you just peel it with your teeth.
Or that.
Yeah, speaking of cheese, right, Jared?
They've got
I'm gonna
they've
probably
got
fry
fun,
some of those
funny
cheese
questions
curds.
on the front. Do you want
'Cause
to
they're
know? Okay, we're
delicious.
starting. Thank fuck, I don't have to fill time by doing that.
Okay. All right. Anyway, for the mission details here, the task is going to be Blue 4 is assaulting. It's just they always both say the same thing. So Op 4 is defending 2 terminal sites. Blue 4 is trying to take them. Briefing here is a 2-kilometer render distance with 200 fortify points for the defenders. Color's going to be 10. It's your standard 65-minute round with a 12-minute save start. Interesting. Otherwise, nothing special on log. No notes, so it's just an assault mission. All right, Blue 4, we have their loadouts, our U.S. Marine Desert Kits, so we've got M4 weaponry, 211s for the marksman, 249s for the auto rifleman, 320s for the GL system, AT4s for the light anti-tank, 240s for the medium machine gunners, and then a SMA for the AT team and crewmen get the MP7. They have 2 SOCOM Humvees, which have an M2 and 2 M240s. a Polaris Jeep, 4 transport MRAPs that can fit 6 each, and then 2 Badger IFVs. Op4, meanwhile, are Iranian kits. So we've got KH-2002s with the vanilla GL system, PSG-1s for the marksmen, RPKs for the light machine gunners, RPG-7s for the light anti-tank, MG3s for the medium machine gunners, RPG-32 for the medium anti-tank, and then they also get the MP7. They've got 3 static dishas, 2 standing, 1 sit down, and then 2 BM2T stalkers. Or, yeah, 2T.
Not a commish.
Yeah, it's a Kamish.
That thing's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it is pretty heavily armored too, so I'm curious to see if they rescripted it to not be as armored. And then we got our 2 terminal sites, one in a church, one in Camo Net, and then we got a ruined town around here. Call me crazy, but in the other round, I think I've noticed this for more than just today, but remember a few months ago, FNF decided to make everything a lot less tanky and you could like actually like 2 or 3 tap people?
Yeah.
When did that go away? Because clearly that's not the case anymore.
Big fight about TTK.
And wait, so what's TTK? Or time to kill, my bad.
Time to kill.
So when did that get reverted?
I have no idea, man. I just there were people complaining about how it was too easy to kill, but there were loads of people complaining about it was too hard to kill. I think they found a middle ground for a while, which I think they found during was it War Games? And whatever's happened since then, I don't know. But I was playing fucking what do you call it earlier? The pre-game, FNF's pre-game, Susass, and I was getting cross-mapped by a shotgun in one shot. Shotguns were never that good on this game mode, in FNF, and as far as I know, they use the same settings as main FNF. So something might have happened. You'd have to ask the big man himself.
I don't know, because what I was seeing Pupper do while people were shooting him and he was unloading, like, it looks like it's just been fully reverted.
Well, if I'm not wrong, Marlon should be the Zeus, so he should be in one of our streams. So if he pops up and randomly answers, then that would be cool.
Anyway, I'm going to break down the members here. So Theon commanding Op4, Pingus leading Alpha with Owo, Leziak, Deodox, Potsny, Yudolodor, Grzanka, and Barstos. Gouliad is not leading Bravo, it's Grab with Ghoul, Banks and Kabui Face, NASA leading Delta with Horno, Rizbo, Cheeseburger, Depso, and Misano. Kazog leading Echo with Tackleberry, Ash and Zixme. Mike is going to be Kerrigan with only 2 rounds because he has no assistance. Mike's going to be leading him. Piranha solo crewing a Stalker, and then Waldo and Patriots dual crewing a Stalker. Blue 4 Command is going to be Emil. Harrington going to be leading Alpha with Riley, Shash, Holtz, Fancy, Bay, and Buckner. Rambo, Bambo, Rocky 19 leading Charlie Krasowski, Pogrim, Batty, and Argos. Azuki leading Echo with T, Bursty, Miller, Dragon, and Coco. Nemesis leading Foxtrot. Yeah. Nemesis leading Foxtrot with Cullis, Wayne, Iander, Nekomata, H2, Jesse, and Wise. Mike has, I think, Gates taking the AT, Ash and France are 2 assistants, and Bates leading, so it's going to have 6 rockets for that team. Orthy Oliver and Bayan, I don't know how to pronounce it, man. In one vehicle crew, Fonz and Popper in the other, and then we've already had command there. Overall, big AO, multi-kilometer, definitely a lot of movement going to be done with vehicles, but Op4 have a lot of positions to potentially stage from. I think Op4 might just be mobile with their vehicles. That's going to be the best bet here, but otherwise they're just going to play internal security, because with these large open fields and these massive kill zones that can be made, I think it's going to just rely on Op4 taking nice little Overwatch positions where they can and trying to box down Blue 4 wherever they come from. So we already see Op4 fortifying around one of the camo nets that has the terminal objective to the south, and they've turned that into a bit of a tunnel. And then we'll see where the rest of their build points go.
It's going to be so interesting. This is so open. And as we know with FNF drivers, they love a fucking long drive around, get behind enemy team. And surprisingly enough, we don't have Scandi or Ian more likely as our Mike team.
And now it's just a wait and see. I think for Blue 4, the best bet is going to be getting somewhere in... If you look at the southern terminal and see where you have this green, at least on the map, you have this rocky green going west and east.
Yeah.
For Blue 4, their best bet is going to either start on the northern side and then just follow that around and use that to stage on the southern terminal site, or if they're on the southern objective, they rush either far west or far east and then get to the far left or far right and then just follow this outcropping into the terminal site. The north just leaves too many kill zones and open ground for them to be boxed out of, regardless of any defilade that's created on the terrain. So for Blue 4, it would just be get to the southern site and then, you know, stage into the destroyed village here and then get to the northern terminal. Vehicles can support by one being on one side, one being on the other, and it's just basically pushing this rocky outgrowth. And that would be it. Blue 4 so far having a point lead on Op 4 in the betting polls, but I don't know. I feel like Op 4, they could also, you know, just have the two stalkers on standby, figure out where Blue 4 is coming from, and then either send them around to flank, or just basically use them as turrets. And then Op 4...
Look where the Mike team spawned.
For which side, Blue 4 or Op 4?
Blue 4. I think they could be like this. I think this is a ridiculous spawn point for allow Mike team to go.
Yeah. I'm surprised they're taking the SOCOM-Vic. The Polaris would be a bit quicker.
They're actually... Okay, now they're bringing up more squads.
But yeah, the two SOCOM-Vics are up here.
I imagine they're not taking the SOCOM straight, like they're not taking the Polaris because of how weak it technically is, because of how easy it can be to set. But I think
like 3 AP shots can take it out, but the whole point is it's a stripped-down vehicle. You're basically using that to be super mobile.
Maybe they just want the 50 cal because then they could do some extra damage, but I don't think you can pen the Stalker with
50 cal can't pen the Stalker now. It can disable the main gun, though, with sustained fire.
True, but if I remember correctly, the Stalker, or more accurately, the Bitch, is a bitch to get its gun down.
You do have to mag dump it quite a bit, but it's still technically possible. Oh, Mike just got launched.
Well, that's the thing. If they aren't quick enough, then Mike team just has to mount a hill. Not really even that. It depends on where they send both. So one Stalker's already sort of sitting on the northwestern side, and the other one hasn't even moved yet. I guess they've only got 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Oh god, I love having less safe start. It makes life worth living.
Kind of surprised I'm not seeing like Op 4 Command rush over to that northwestern tower, because that's a really good scouting position. Like, your only blind spot is to the east, and you can cover that by having someone else overwatch that side, but from there you can pretty much figure out where Blue 4 is going to come from, at least locally to the terminal sites, and then plot your forces accordingly.
God, I look at this, and I know what you said about Red 4 and how the terrain gives them an up, but I also just think I think it's so difficult for Red 4 to like accurately plan this out.
Well, let me restate, because I think you're getting a little confused. Red 4 have a lot of open areas to work with, but Blue 4 have terrain to work with to get up to Red 4's position. So I think Red 4 are at a slight disadvantage here because of that, and the winner of this fight, I'm gonna be honest, is probably gonna be whoever has better control of their vehicles, because Overwatch is gonna be a lot more important in this AO because of how open it is compared to other AOs where, you know, if there's a lot of forests and vehicles can't do much, then it's pointless. But here, you have these big open fields, you got these long avenues of fire, you have a 2-kilometer render distance. I think vehicle control is going to play a pretty vital part, because I'm going to be honest, the fighting is going to be at the southern terminal site, either to its west or to its east. Anywhere else is tactically suicidal for Blue 4.
I just think it's more or less, where do you put your guys as a Red 4? I mean, I think having them on the south is a really smart idea. What Alpha have already done here is really smart, because it gives them a vantage point. They'll be able to see where they're coming really quickly if they're looking the right direction. But it's the rest of them. Do you leave them in the city that's barely like holding on, like in these crumpled buildings?
I'm gonna be honest, I would have them all along the southern ridge. I'd have an
Yeah, that's
internal
kinda
team
what
on
I
the
agree.
terminal, and then you've got these nice little hilltops immediately to the east that you can take, and it gives you good Overwatch control of everything. And then to the west, you just have a squad. Either you don't want to send them all the way to the west where you see that next hill. You want them probably spaced out a few hundred meters at most, leaving them with a lot of ways to pull their forces back. Because again, the infantry defensively, you're not going to be wanting to do the main job. You're going to want your vehicles to come around and flank whatever Blue Force sends your way, while your Mike team essentially hunts down where their vehicles are going to
Well,
be.
this is the really disappointing thing with this Red 4 Mike team. They are only 2 guys and don't seem to have a vehicle. And I think your Mike team, especially with the vehicles that are being deployed in FNF nowadays, has to be filled. It's only 4 guys, and the amount of rockets you get for having those 2 assistants is a crazy game changer, because now they're going to have, I think, 3?
I think the one caveat Op4 Mike team has is they have an RPG-32, and they're fighting Badger IFVs. An RPG-32 is most of the time going to one-tap insta-kill a Badger IFV. That's only if you hit it in at least the front 2 halves of the vehicle, because the rear behind the turret is compartment space for an infantry squad. So if you hit it there, it's not going to do any damage. But if you hit it in at least the bottom of the turret to the front of the vehicle where the munition and engine block are, you are going to usually insta-kill it. Again, 9 out of 10.
So looking at Blue Force push here,
So for
they
me,
are
that's
just
why they only
holding
grabbed 2.
east. I don't think they want to go down the west, because it's quite possibly the more obvious choice of having that long range. And going around east gives them a bit closer, and they do have a chance
Launch
to
thanks
get
to
on
the
the
78-month resub. Hope you can
Lernian
join the
Hills
episode.
or something, which I don't think Red 4 are going to be able to push in time. And I think that's actually quite a big mistake, not having a small team on this eastern side. I get it would be pushing really far out of the place, and that's fair. And I think we talk about not pushing your squads out a lot.
Blue 4, if you go into map and you scroll out really far, you're going to notice immediately there's Hill Point 79, which you do have a few Op 4 guys on, and then to its immediate east you have Hill Point 86 and Hill Point 85. Hill Point 85 offers a really good dismount point, and then an immediate Overwatch hill to 86, so you can see if Op 4 is pushed out that far. Once you feel comfortable, you can then move to Hill 86, and then start Overwatching 79, and then have a great amount of Overwatch from 86 to get teams to 79, and then from 79 you can then bump the force from 86 closer, and then from 79 you just stage down to the terminal site, and then from 79 you also have good Overwatch on the northern terminal. So Blue 4 is definitely doing the best play here with their force. Yeah. The northern team is a small team that you just see slowly moving, because they're basically that backup force of, okay, if this gets completely boxed in, at least we have that element to maneuver. So again, Blue 4 has got the best plan here for what they've got, but continue.
A little bit. If you've gone a little bit from where Hill 86 is, Hill 78 is also just perfect, because then you also have that chance to use the sort of the more, I mean, it is going to be difficult to attack, so I think you're right, you Overwatch Hill 79 and then just push down that entire line.
78 is a good area to put a vehicle to Overwatch the flank. It's not a good place for infantry because it's still too far out, but having one of the Badgers go that way and then keeping the other Badger to your south to basically screen for the Stalkers coming in is good. But this is definitely an AO where you want to keep your vehicle support even, and then if you need to back up your vehicle support, that's when you have the Mike team ready to deploy. But I think Mike is on the opposite side right now, which then again, that could also work, because if you spot any of the Stalkers, at least in Blue 4's eyes, they can then call Mike on the rear of the Stalker positions and immediately take them out. But if we were to look at Op 4 right now, we have, I see where one Stalker is. It's close by a bunch of tall grass, which isn't a bad place to hide it. It's still a bit exposed.
In the middle of town.
And then the other Stalker, is it really smack dab in the middle of town? I'm looking for it.
It's actually unmanned at the moment.
see it, yeah. Wow.
I don't, they've
I don't agree with that call.
Yeah, they've consolidated their Stalkers to keep them in town as supportive weapons, but they're going to get destroyed immediately, and as we hear shots going out.
Yeah, I think they were shooting out a window or something, but honestly, I agree more with the Northern Stalker's position, because it's giving it a nice avenue of fire. Plus, it automatically starts guarding anything that can come from the east, even if it takes the little mountainous route here. So perfect placement on one of the stalkers here. Plus you have tall grass that you could try to hide some of it on, but it looks like they're also trying to build some trenches in front of it. This second stalker, I mean, it could be in reserve. It could be, you know, here just for town defense, but in all honesty,
Badger's getting into position.
it should be either put somewhere on the south to help Overwatch. Even if you don't want to put it out far, what you then do is you just use the commander camera, and then you keep the chassis of the vehicle hidden in cover, and then you can use that camera, especially if it has zoom, to overwatch everything around it, and then when you feel comfortable, you can poke the vehicle out. Because it has that height.
Golf 2 Badger's officially made its nose available so it can be seen, but he is looking really far. Okay, now he's coming. He might actually, if he's got the eyesight for it, no, I think the stalker might just be blocked by those trees and bushes.
You gotta remember, the gunners do not have zoom, the commanders do.
Yeah, and that's why I think the driver will probably swap in between if they know how to do it properly, or the gunner.
Yeah,
No,
no,
yeah,
the policy would be gunner always stays in gunner, but the driver can shift to
Wow.
commander to help scout.
Well, I've got terrible news for you. The gunner of the Badger is the one swapping.
I mean, I get why, because if they can zoom in with the gun, they can immediately go to the gunner, and that's going to be quicker. But no, there's merit to that. I'm not going to say one's better than the other. It's just, I guess, on preference. Because that way, if the driver immediately hears, hey, we need to move, the gunner can still focus on whatever they focused on. And then the driver can just, you know, immediately book it.
Yeah, we do see a lot of the times that drivers aren't readily prepared to leave because either they're in a different seat or stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, they're creeping the Badger forward, and yeah, I think Fonz. Oh, they may have just
I thought
seen the
this
other
was Mike.
stalker, which is now moving around. Oh, that could have been a player because it's obviously got the stalker above his head. Yeah, it was just a player. But the Stalker and the Golf 2 Badger right now are perfectly blocked by the set of trees in front, which I think the Badger Golf 2 has realized that he's got decent covers, because now, yeah, he's now moving across to, that is hill 81. Yeah. It isn't that much. I mean, it's not bad, but I think you're then blocking.
It's going to give him some good elevation.
Yeah. I was looking at it wrong. I thought it was going to block him, but it's not.
I think he should have been a little more defensive instead of cutting through this open area, instead gone the longer way, but I also feel like he's comfortable doing that because based off of his other position, he should have already been spotted and potentially engaged, so he felt comfortable making that maneuver.
Okay, so yeah, he's looking out to the west at the moment, but he's not looking into the town. I think he's looking. I think they think the Stalker has also moved around and isn't seeing it town, but they may be about to spot it.
You do have Blue 4 setting up a pincer here, though, so. Attacking Op4 on both sides. Op4 spread out, though. They've only got one squad pretty much covering the southern side. So one of two things is going to happen. Either Op4 is going to get bulldozed, or Op4 is going to sunrun. And somehow, even though Alpha's going to get wiped, they're going to wipe with like a 2 or 3 to 1 kill ratio. And prevent the rest of Blue 4 from pushing in the town, and then the town garrison's going to hold. Or the town garrison might also get wiped, because I'm going to be honest, they're in really tough positions. So if vehicles with autocannons decide, Op4 is just going to get pretty much penned through all these buildings and killed off.
Yeah, Fonz, the Golf 2 gunner, is too focused on the west right now and not scouting the actual town out. Which I do think the Stalk's put itself in a perfect position to be blocked, yeah, by just the tall grass. But also it's going to make it difficult for it to be able to see the Badger.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Mike has any eyes on the tower Puma's in. I'm appreciative that someone at least ran up there to do recon out of it. This is a really good position, and it helps you kind of see the northern and southern sides on the west, and just gives good overwatch, so I'm glad he thought of it.
Time is running out. Gentlemen, it's a nuclear device. Time is running out. Time is
I mean, this water, they could actually, like, if they really wanted to be like cheeky about it, they could make their way through the water. Though it does leave them completely open if someone does just kind of peek their eyes over.
Nah, that's all an open kill zone. I see what you're saying, but
Yeah.
they'd have to rely on the edge of the rocks for cover, and when you actually move down to it, there isn't a lot of that cover.
They're shooting the bell in town with guns.
Yep, Aries.
shooting the
The
bell in town with
ATGM
the
is
guns
disabled
with
though,
guns.
so if we were to go into it, you see there's no actual rockets there. But you're right, the armor of them is definitely
That's not
superior
something that
than the.
Look at the terminal
Badger
objective
IFEs.
on the northern side, and look what they.
Yeah, they're shooting the bell to ring it, but they
Yeah.
also fence some of it off, I guess, to make it harder.
Well, look at the window, the front next to the front door, and look what they've placed there. If you want to meet Jesus, this is
Dishka.
surely the way to do it.
You gotta remember though, the back window can be
Yeah.
have a grenade thrown in, so thrown correctly, that Dishka gunner's dead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if you've ever like had a fight within these chairs before. I've seen nades block, like, you know, I've seen these chairs block like nades.
Oh yeah, no, the
insanely.
pews will
Yeah.
absorb the shrapnel.
But but because it's the one at the back, if you do chuck a nade in, you're basically gonna throw it right down
Yeah,
the
right,
throat,
Ares.
hit the wall, and kill the gunner.
How you doing, buddy? All right, looks like Blue 4 is maneuvering some of their vehicles forward. They finally felt comfortable leaving Hill 85. They're now up to Hill 86, and they're going to start making their maneuver. However, I don't see any movement from the opposite Blue 4 force on the west at Hill 91. They've stuck there the entire time. I was thinking maybe we would see a pincer, but that
I think
might
that-
not be the case.
I think they're stuck. I think Blue 4 are stuck on what to do here, because they obviously don't know where these vehicles are, and I think that's what they wanted to go for first. So I think they're now just trying to make up a plan on the go.
Autocannon firing.
Shots going out. Yeah, they.
And
spotted
again,
him.
I agree with you on that. Yep, they're engaging the stalker. At that point, you just have to commit your forces forward, understand you are kind of using them as bait, and then, you know, just maneuver your forces, your anti-tank forces as soon as you detect the enemy.
Guys, turn the vehicle around. Backing up is going to do you more damage than good. I mean, then again, if they do hit the front, it hits the front chassis, which isn't there. Oh, my team's been spotted.
Yep, so Gazat's spraying them down with a Dishka. And righto, Ares. It's funny, our wedding invites recently started arriving there. After shipping them a few weeks ago. Yeah, so it looks like they were trying to return fire with the 50 cal. No casualties on either side yet, so we're just seeing some little skirmishes.
Yeah, first contact starting to drop.
Damn, if it's Greece right now, yeah, it would be Kelly Nikta. That's what I should say to you. Nikta, it's Nita, Kelly Nikta. Ah, getting distracted. Ares, that's a bit hard to do when I'm marrying one. I'm waiting to see movement on Hill 9-1, but we're not. That's the tough thing about some of these AOs with large, 2-kilometer render distances and vehicles and massive kill zones, is it causes the attacker to move like molasses. And we're just kind of stuck sitting here going like, hey, come on, do the advancing.
It's that picture of the guy with the stick, like tapping.
Exactly,
"Hey, do
come
something."
on, do it. Don, don't remind me.
Do something.
Just don't make the same mistake more than
I
once.
think the stalk is.
Well, the
playing
goal is to
fire
not make it a recurring mistake. If anything, it's not even supposed
here.
to be a
The
mistake.
one on the northern side.
Hey, Ian, how you doing?
The badger's actually got an insane angle. It's quite cool to see. Also, I don't know if it would be the same for us, but I have zoom in. Oh no, this is the commander seat. Don't worry, I'm being silly, stupid.
Thanks, Ares. I appreciate it.
Yeah, they must be just holding
Hope
out a
everything's
Stalk
going
in
well with you.
reserve, which isn't the worst idea, but I also think at least have a gunner in it. Oh, they do. The commander in it now.
Yeah, I think the commander's switching from commander to gunner. Yeah, so Mike's gonna pull back a bit. They're trying to use that spot to see if they could find any stalkers to snipe, but that is not gonna be the case. Puma's also watching from the tower, potentially helping walk those shots in.
He does have an RPG as well, so.
Hunt IR round just went up for Op4, so they're also trying to look at where Mike is from this little camera here, but Mike is in the process of pulling out.
I literally think Blue 4 have no idea what to do.
I agree, because you still see now they're slowly moving off of Hill 86, and now the Force at 9-1 is slowly moving in, but now they're a little miscoordinated. Hold on, I'm measuring. Yeah, the Eastern Force is much closer than the Western Force by at least 400 meters, and I genuinely do think, who's commanding? Yeah, I think Emil is a bit confused on this one, but hopefully he can regain his confidence here. I agree this mission could be a bit of a slow burner, but tactically Blue 4 only had one option of maneuvering. And they're doing it, don't get me wrong. It's interesting that they've also thrown in a bit of a pincer, but Blue 4, in terms of the timetable, they should, like, optimally, they should be a bit quicker. Ooh. It is raining outside. I gotta bring my cooler in. Oh, that's lightning.
Oh. Go out there and hold a metal pole up and become the Flash.
Ian, BTRs, BMP1s, and a few 2s, because now they got some
Might even have
Rwandan armor as
engaged
well.
Because the eastern force of Blue 4 has been spotted.
I mean, this was to be expected, because Op4, you have to assume they have control of Hilltop 79, so that's why, again, you have a machine gun Overwatch team on Hill 86, and you use that to suppress as you then maneuver your infantry in. But I don't see that maneuvering or suppression element, so...
I don't know where this guy came from or if it was his idea, but the way they've set up this defensive area is just, it's just worked. It's just worked like a charm, because now Blue 4's looking at this, and they're going, if we push along this line, we open ourselves up to attack on this side. We can't push out in the open, because obviously that's going to be a kill field.
Right
They
away.
could go
and then
around north, but
BRDMs
it's going to take so much time, and they'll probably realize it by the time they get there. And you also can't risk your badges to start making... I mean, you can start making poking shots, but as soon as you start firing those first few rounds, you know, you turn on everything to like, oh, this is where their vehicles are. And if, honestly, if I was the commander of Blue 4, I'd be like, okay, you know what, fuck it, we're going home. I'd turn around and leave. Take my ball home. Do you know what this calls for?
What?
A rush.
I don't think a rush is actually a good idea. Op4 have too many good positions of cover around this AO that has both an elevation advantage and some good cover with the rocks. I genuinely don't think a Pierce play would be a good call here.
This is dangerous. What's the RPG 32's max distance of effectiveness?
Accurately 500, but if you give it to Iander, 1,600.
Okay, well, that is a 1,561 meter shot to Fonz, because he's now firing at the Redfall Mike team. I think. Is this the Redfall Mike team?
It is, yep, 1,564 meter, but that's only if he wants to make the shot. Ian, it was a BMP2.
God, this game's gonna go to fucking time, isn't it?
At this rate, yeah. Because again, I think you're right, and Blue 4 have seriously struggled on what to do. Now we're starting to see maneuvering, but it's
Well, I think
with
yeah,
no
this is the only
Overwatch,
thing
which is the weird call, but that's fine.
I think this is the thing they can only do, and I think they're keeping in the minds that, oh, we need to save our badges, but like we've literally had this conversation. You save your badges for what? You don't get to keep them in the next game. And I understand losing them early is like the worst thing, but you're getting to this point now where you have to come up with something, or you risk them falling into just not mattering. The entire infantry column dies, then vehicles have no infantry screen, thus blow up, bye.
Half of the round. Well, no, we still have 8 minutes, still half of the round. Once Blue 4 gets in the zone, the tough part's going to be transitioning from the south terminal to the north terminal, but I think this is going to be down to the wire at this rate.
So my team pushed around to... Oh, they're on the northeast now. My team picked the perfect side to not spot the stalkers at all. And
Yeah, now the stalkers are starting to see the infantry, though, that are going to poke too far on the northern side, which is why... Oh, wait.
I think he can just see the gun, but he can't see him.
I have no idea where those IFE rounds were going, but it looks like the stalkers returning fire.
Is this the long? Oh, he is. He's and he's getting accurate shots. Is this the longest we have gone without a single kill?
Honestly, yeah, this is one of them. I don't think it's the longest. I remember we had like 45 minutes of maneuvering.
I think he spotted him. Yep. No.
The Badger's at an angle where it's not being engaged, but... Oh, I just had a power surge. Huh. Are they both overranged?
Yeah, they're both overranged, but one of them's now hitting the rock because they're perfectly positioned, but Fons is also hitting. They've just handshook because they literally can't hit each other.
Yeah.
Hana wants to move back to get a better angle, but moving back gives the Badger a better angle. Oh no, they popped those smokes.
Bates got a kill. He killed Ghoul.
With the 50. It's just been random firing.
That was a 1,421 meter shot.
Jesus Christ.
With the 50 cal.
That's
Pretty good.
Is that the 50 cal with the scope? Because if that is unscoped, that's an insane shot. No, that's unscoped. That is an insane shot.
Yeah, with the unscoped 50.
I'm just being a guy sitting on like a 4 or 5 position, thinking you're safe, and then just 50 cal through the back of the head.
Not bad.
Oh. I think the Badger just tried to get a reaction. Yeah, Badger's trying to get a reaction out of them now.
What'd you say?
Theon, so the Badger Golf 1 is just popping its AP into the building Theon is in. And
So our 4 command almost got sniped.
Yeah, well, he almost got... Yeah, he got hit by shrapnel, but he very nearly got like, annihilated. Wait, the Stalker's... Oh, the Stalker's spotted.
Yeah, the Southern Stalker was firing a little over range, then it calibrated, but the Badger then pulled back. Ooh. So,
What?
hold on.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I'm
Got
watching
tongue-tied.
what he's
Yeah, so Blue 4 is now starting to get right on top of some Op 4 positions, but that's starting to cause some Op 4 to turn around, not realizing that there is a Western group coming. So now with that lack of defensive line, you're going to see these guys get sandwiched.
Oh, here comes Yanni. Is David going to turn or get behind the rock in time to get some cover?
Johnny pulls away last second.
With David pushing in, Yanni's got to turn here and see him, but he doesn't.
Deodox doesn't turn. Jesse running up. Deodox, I think, just saw Yanni. Jesse panic fires. Yanni also panic fires.
Really good nade.
Rolls
Oh,
too
just
far.
down the hill. Neko gets
Damages Nekomata a bit. Shots go up by Macias, but they miss.
There's so many of them. Oh, Nate's gonna not do anything.
That second one, though, nope, bounces over.
Rolls over.
Before Echo taking some punishment from the south.
What is it with everyone being overranged? Batty just missed an easy kill because he was overranged. GL goes.
How did
out,
that
kills
GL not
Batty.
kill? There we go.
It did.
That was a delay and a half.
Rich just gets the one turn.
The soccer got a kill, though.
Oh yeah, Stalker's now firing above. Oh, but look at Mike team. Look for Mike team. Now this is a smart play.
Oh my god, yeah. They're going to try to rush up to the Stalker, and the Stalker is driving forward. It might be in striking range.
But the IFV's also just going to see it as well. And
A
now
lot
they're
of the
ranged again.
southern infantry for Op 4 also just got hit.
What is it with these guys been being overranged?
I don't know, but it's making the Stalkers panic, which is going to make Mike's job a little harder. You got Owo down to the south, forced to pull back because he takes machine gun fire. And now you got some Blue 4 right on top of the terminal site because that entire southern group kind of folded in on itself. Got Blue 4 pushing south to try to take that position. Some Op 4. Kremitz trying to move back. Blue 4, not sure. Harrington, nope, Iqbal's firing. That's going to make Kremitz hesitate. He's now trying to flank around to Iqbal's position.
I think Red 4 is starting to get confused now. It's been so long that they kind of don't know what to do. Oh, wait, here comes Kremet.
You got Bursty
Kremit's
doing
gonna get
medical. Kremet finds Iqbal.
That was a lot of bullets. Oh, here
Bursty
comes Karen.
spots YT.
Look at Karen and Buckner right next to each other.
Bursty with a handgun, damn.
The RPG 32.
Kremet gets a grenade on Harrington, but Harrington somehow dodges.
Yeah,
YT
RPG
wakes up.
RPG 32 down. There's no more Mike team for Red 4.
Buckner taking some shots from Kremet. This is stopping Op 4 from being able to touch that terminal, but that's okay.
Here comes Azuki though. They've got to have a charge on it. One of the charge guys may have died. I wish we could see charges. We can't for some reason.
Yeah, that and drones, right? Oh, Stalker's pushing up. Gates on point. An AP round immediately starts hitting the Stalker. Stalker's trying to return fire. That's forcing the Badger back because they do take a few hits. Southern Terminal deaths.
Yeah, terminal insta-dead. Was that meant to happen?
What do you mean?
The terminal insta-deaded.
No, it had 90 seconds.
Did it?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't see him touch it off.
No, it happened and everything.
I just somehow missed that.
Gates gets the AT on the northern terminal, and that kills the gunner and knocks out the driver.
That was it's an insane push from my team. They did so well.
Very risky, but it worked out. Driver wakes back up, starts driving. Puma fires a short-range RPG. But the Southern Badger starts taking its own autocannon fire, and the gunner is killed on that one.
Yeah, Orthy's down, but the thing is still up. Yeah, he pulled back, gun maybe down, but you can solo crew that. Here comes the back. Oh my, oh fuck's sakes. Here comes Golf 2, rushing in like a madman. To the Patriot? Patriot, turn your gun around?
Oh my god, they are rushing.
Yeah, they are. See, I told you the rush play.
Mike's just getting on the rear of these guys. RPG goes out. It's over.
Just over by inches. Is the commission turn its gun around? It hasn't.
Puma also fires over.
I think.
Wow.
I think kills. No, he didn't kill someone.
Are they machine gunning? What are you doing?
They force them out. They're gonna explode.
They have to be out of AP ammo.
Yeah. They wasted it all. Now Puma's here. Ash, see that charge? Throw another one.
Round 2.
Yep, Ash throws another charge. Lands right at the feet. That is gone.
Charge isn't going to cook it off, though. At this point, they want to be suicidal. Swola getting into the other Vic. But if the Badger cooks off, it's going to cook off the other Vic, too.
I don't think it will. Puma jumps out. Which
Swola jumps out.
And they get friendly naded.
All right, Blue 4 halfway through the town with their scouting forces. The rest of them are pushing in.
Puma got friendly naded, and they also gifted them a static. Oh, look at. Okay.
They auto-bailed on the explosion. Now there's a damage texture on the VTR. I don't... It might... It was close enough to do damage.
Wait, where's the other one gone?
The other one's rushing north. I'm sorry, the BM... Whatever the frick. The frickin' Kamish. Swola is now on fire.
Go. One's gonna hear the screaming.
Ash is gonna spot Fawns here.
How?
Because the time to kill is stupid.
Oh.
And then immediately Bates just toots. Fawns
Wait,
dodges
Fawns-
a grenade.
What the fuck? Yeah, TTK is gone wild.
Another AT round goes into the Stalker, and it doesn't
So-
care because the Stalker is a freaking beast.
So you remember how I said that rush play
Yeah.
is the only means? Well, I was 50% right because 50% of the squad rushed. The other one kind of did a decent. Oh, and they go.
There's the
they go-
Smaw cooking it off. Yep.
I think a friendly was in that.
No, it was an Op 4 guy. Gates got the kill, so he has 2 infantry kills and a vehicle kill now.
Who was in it then?
I think the Bell just took shrapnel and ran.
Look at Depso and hit. Wow, no, they moved. Oh, they moved the.
Did it break?
No, they moved it. They moved outside. They moved the Holy Jishkum.
I guess that's a better spot
It
because
is, but the Holy
yeah,
Jishkum was funnier.
it was.
Imagine you put it right behind the thing.
A little bit of blue on blue suppression. Jesse and Yanni suppressing.
Oh,
Mike
did you see,
still has, actual Mike here. He's got -1 because he blew up one of the crewmen.
Yeah, that was Mike blowing up Puma in a very, very funny explosion. They
Just missed.
And Commander's taken up the
Yep,
gunner
so he's
seat.
trying to use the Badger to get the Stalker there.
They got stuck on a rock. RPG.
Turret just got hit. Gun is disabled on the Stalker.
What's that? Oh, that was a small.
Yeah, Small missed, but there was an AT-4 that disabled the gun. NASA just got a kill. Rose just got a kill. Horno tries to follow up through the window.
Yeah, they're trying to follow the.
Horno comes out, gets the kill.
I genuinely can't tell you what happened in this game.
Blue 4 have a 2-to-1 advantage, but can they maintain?
They're about to drive into the water.
That's right. Kamish is amphibious. It doesn't matter. Unless they get themselves stuck at a really weird angle, like right now.
I think they're gonna go.
Oh, they were trying to hide so they can repair. Yeah.
Look at Nemesis. Look at Nemesis.
Yeah, he used the ramp. He's up here, and now he's trying to look for a way to crossfire. He does have a GL, so he could noob tube. Grab. I hope that wasn't a frag because he just threw it in his own building.
He's like cracked it here. He's been, oh, look at this perfect defense we've got going. And it's just no. I was about to call Nemesis Dutch. He would have shot me. Man on roof. I think Yanni realizes you can probably climb that wall. Yeah, Yanni, you're just gonna get there.
He gets dish good.
Holy dish gun.
Nemesis kills Theon through the window. Grab is also dead, so Op 4 Command is dead. And John Miller blew up those buildings anyway.
Nice one, John. Depso is the priest. You don't take no shit. Hey, your no, Depso's taking confessions, but he's.
If Nemesis jumped on that barbed wire, that would be pretty funny.
Jesse misses his nade.
Oof.
But Jesse knows where he is now. Emil hopefully realizes that you could jump over. Oh.
Jesse gets the kill on Depso.
Damn. Priest is dead.
Just get disabled. And I think that's GG.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, unless the thing comes back around and absolutely starts dominating everyone.
Hey, look, the stalker found the Badger. And I can't tell if a rocket just hit it. There goes the Vic.
Jesse's scared because there's other people in there, but there isn't. They're going to touch off the last terminal. The prison of your own design has now blocked you.
Yeah, there's only 4 Op 4 left. They did just tap Nemesis, though. They're trying to mag dump the gun.
What's coming up? Please armor it and just blow up, killing Jesse.
Jesse playing in around the Rosie with it.
Immediately annihilated. RPG hits it. What do you think? I got an RPG.
Jesus.
Jumps over. Oh my god. What the hell just happened, man?
15 seconds.
Can Risbo channel his inner Atrihardo?
Wait, what about Tackleberry? Tackleberry's still alive?
Can Risbo
You good, buddy? It looks like it's over.
No, they can't. And Risbo gets a kill. Here it comes. Risbo kills them all in like 10 seconds. Can Risbo channel his inner Atrihardo and break the highest kill count in an episode?
He gets 3 and then headshot by Gates.
Yeah.
All right. Blue 4 victory. GG, well played. We'll be back in about maybe an hour, maybe
That was a
two,
good
for either Daisy or some Arma, and then Daisy. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.
I think that lapse in concentration from Red 4 because of how long it took gave Blue 4 a foothold.